Hello, this is Jeff with Lifestyles Today. We're at San Francisco covering Wondercon 2010. As you can see, it's completely crowded with press and people from all over. We're going to be covering the movies today: Toy Story 3, Prince of Persia, and The Sorcerer's Apprentice, as well as Kick-Ass starring Nicolas Cage. Jake Gyllenhaal will also be here, and Jerry Bruckheimer producing The Sorcerer's Apprentice and The Prince of Persia. Stay tuned for more.
So what attracted you to the script?
What attracted me to the script was I loved the idea of a kind of Noah story. That is, things go really wrong on Earth. The gods get really pissed off with human beings, and they say, we're going to rub it all out. And they bring a flood, and they drown the world. Well, that, of course, that's a good way of dealing with the world if you live, as Noah did, between the Tigris and the Euphrates. And there you do get drowned with water. But if you live in a desert, how does it happen? Well, it happens with a sandstorm. It happens so sand becomes a very active thing.
So how do you feel about having your game translated to the big screen? How does that feel like?
You know, I always thought that Prince of Persia would make a good movie, even back in the Apple II days. But to see it actually, done, in widescreen on this incredible scale is pretty phenomenal.
So what was how did you even come up with the idea of the Prince of Persia game?
Well, I was right out of college. I was, home for the holidays, and I loved movies. And I was inspired, of course, by the world of the 1001 Nights. And so I videotaped my brother running and jumping in his pajamas, and that animation, formed the basis for the video game.
It's time. We have to get out of here.
Not like I noticed or anything, but you worked out for the movie, right? So
Yes,
do you consider yourself a sex symbol?
Yeah, that's really nice. It's a really good feeling. Yeah, really good.
Do you look at yourself in the mirror? No, it's good.
Well,
How did you prepare for the role?
it was all real functional fitness, It was just being able to, as soon as we started doing the gymnastic stuff, and as soon as I started working with all the parkour guys, I started to actually get in really a different kind of shape than I had been in, It was like a lot of, when you see, I went to like Cirque du Soleil when I was a kid, and I've gone over and over again, but when you see the type of strength that these people have who do that kind of work, it's a totally different strength than than I've ever had or practiced before, and so that's basically what we did, and as we did it more, I got stronger.
These are great stories, two different periods in time, and the Persian Empire you haven't seen for many, many years, so we're going to expose you to it. Well, so far they've been terrific. Both Sorcerer's Apprentice and Prince of Persia, people loved it. They loved seeing the stars. They certainly got really excited about Nick Cage and Jake Gyllenhaal and Jay Baruchel and the rest of our cast. So it's a thrill to see people get so excited and applaud and cheer.
Sorcerer's Apprentice sequence in Fantasia is so kind of iconic and timeless and classic, and has meant so much to so many people for the better part of the last 50 years that I didn't want to be the guy to ruin it. I didn't want to be the guy to step on it and ruin it and, ruin people's imaginations and memories of this great timeless thing. I grew up with Sorcerer's Apprentice bed sheets and pillowcases and stuff, like honestly. And so, but the thrilling side of it was my chance to kind of put my stamp on it whilst paying homage to the famous scene that everyone loves so much and has been so timeless.
Step inside. You leave everything else behind. Once you enter, There's no going back.
Sweet.
I play Becky Barnes. She's an NYU student. She's really cool, she's fun, but she's also a little vulnerable, and she's been hurt by boys in the past. And then, you know, here enters Jay Baruchel's character, Dave, and he's a bit of a nerd, but he's so into her and he's so endearing, and there's something about him, and she sort of falls for him straight away, and they have this very sweet love thing going on, and then she's thrust into the world of magic and sorcery, which is pretty incredible.
Now, when you say thrust into the world of magic and sorcery, I guess, what did you do to prepare for your role for that?
I didn't really prepare at all. Well, I went to the Magic Castle. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's in Los Angeles, and it's basically you can only go if you know magicians or if you're a magician yourself. And I knew some magician. He's like, "Come to the Magic Castle with me." I was like, "All right."
Was that Michael Jackson's other residence?
No, but it is pretty damn cool. There are real magicians, like incredible magicians there, and they play different cards, and like it's pretty cool. And there's a piano that plays itself. You can like say any song in the world, and you'll just. I even said like Hanson Mbop, and they're like and started like playing it. It's just bizarre. But apart from that, I didn't do any other research.
When putting CG and post-production during the production phase, how difficult or easy is it trying to like visualize that when you place it?
So hard, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I thought it would be easy. Oh, you just stand there and pretend there's a monster chasing you. Then the guy says, "Well, where's the monster?" "Oh, over there." "No, exactly where?" Like, I have to put a little dot exactly where it is. Like, I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. You have to really plan this stuff out. And if you shoot, it used to be you shoot a shot of an actor and a man in a monster suit, right? Now you shoot a shot of the man and the guy in the suit. Then you take the guy in the suit out and you shoot the actor without the guy in the suit. Then you take the actor out and just shoot the set. Then you shoot it again with the effects guy holding reflective materials. Then you shoot it again with him holding gray shade. You're shooting every shot 5 times. That in a normal movie you shoot once.
I'm the piggy bank, and well, they're toys, so they don't grow, and so I'm a piggy bank. But it's what the people at Pixar bring to it. Really, it's the extraordinary ability they have to take a sequel, a third sequel, which is traditionally going to tank, but because it's in Pixar's hands, it probably, I know it'll be equal to anything else they've done, and maybe even surpass it.
This being your third installment of Toy Story, what is one of the difficult things you had to overcome, and what was one of the things that's gotten easier?
Well, the most difficult thing emotionally as a filmmaker is trying to wrap your mind around making a film worthy of standing next to the other two. And it's just really hard, you know, and to keep focusing on the story at hand and hoping that you can make a great film. What's gotten easier is technology, for sure. However, then as the technology gets easier, we just add more stuff and make it that much more complex and visually interesting.
You got a play date with destiny.
He's looking for us, and he's looking for us.
Listen up. We're busting out of here.
Woody's no ordinary toy. He's brave.
We gotta get you home before Andy leaves tomorrow.
But the thing that makes Woody special is he'll never give up on you. Ever.
Hello?
You and your friends ain't ever getting out of here.
And what's important now is we stay together.
I'll never make it!
Where's Potato Head? You would not believe what I've been through tonight.
Well, there you have it, folks. This is Jeff with Lifestyles Today, coming to you from San Francisco, WonderCon 2010.